Blessings, lovely souls. It brings us so much joy to come here again, to be with you, to sit with you. We welcome you to sit. We welcome you to sit and receive in meditation posture when we share these messages. For there is an alchemy that exists in many of your bodies, in your system, if you will. And sitting in upright posture with your spine long and straight will help to integrate more easily into your system, into your nervous system, into your energy body, into your spiritual bodies. So please sit and join us, the Angels of Blue and I. We want you to know upon this time, we are preparing you for deeper, vaster, and greater change on your planet, Earth, on your home and in your home, in your house, in your internal and eternal house, in your structure, in your divine structure. It is all connected. It is all related. Just visualize Russian stacking dolls, the nesting dolls, if you will. Each and every body that is a part of your structure is connected to each other. And if one is missing or disassociated, something feels off. So we invite you today to integrate one particular doll. And this is the ego, the beautiful, deliberately created ego. This is so important on this expanded path. It is so important in launching yourself and allowing yourself to embody and be imbued by a deeper gnosis. And your channel and ours, she has integrated this over the last few months. So on the spiritual journey, let's say on the new age spiritual journey, there has tended to be a teaching which has endorsed a scrubbing of the ego. We have even heard the acronym ego stands for edging God out, which is not true. The ego is too a part of the divine. The ego can be delicious, it can be juicy, it can be fun, it can be playful. We want you to embrace and lean into and embody more of your divine ego, more of the beauty. This is a part of the truth, beauty, and goodness. This is the beauty that we are referring to. This is your own inner endorsed beauty, the endorsed beauty of self, the ego embracing the ego, endorsing your ego, endorsing yourself, endorsing your truth, beauty, and goodness as you manifest and show up as the beautiful divine creation that you are, that will never be seen again on your planet. Just imagine that for a moment. There is truly only one you. There will never be another like you. Even if you are a twin or a triplet or a quadruplet or a quintuplet, there is only one you. You have a unique human signature. You have a unique human fragrance, if you will. You have a unique voice. You have a unique thumbprint and fingerprint. There is so much uniqueness to you. It's funny how humans marvel at the uniqueness of a snowflake, yet not at the uniqueness of themselves. So today we want to bring you this invitation and bring this deeper medicine and the value and the importance of embracing thine own self. To thine own self be true. To thine own ego personality be true. Embrace all your quirkiness, your geekiness, your silliness, your forgetfulness, whatever ness you want to embrace. We encourage you to embrace it because that is the signature of your beauty. That is the signature of your uniqueness. That is what makes you and each and every one of you uniquely you. When we embrace it in self, you will be able to embrace it and celebrate it in others. And we know this is deeper medicine, for we know there are characters on the planet at this time that are highly challenging to embrace and celebrate. But when we do this inner work, you will be able to afford yourself a deeper appreciation of those around you. And one of the other ways to do this is to create space. This can be particularly challenging with close family and friends. So creating space, letting the lunge line go, so to speak, for those of you who are parents, releasing the hold, releasing the grip on those that are ready or getting ready to flee the nest, let's say, allowing them to feel the slack, letting go a little bit, do yourself a favor, lighten the burden. And they will respond in kind because nobody likes to be tethered. So allow yourself, give yourself this deeper permission to just let go, lean back, even tilting the head, feeling the change in your body physiology, which changes the brain chemistry. And just think, I can see them differently. I can see their beautiful, unique, and divine signature, their fingerprint. I can see the snowflake inside. I can see the difference. I can see how they're different. Whether I like some of those differences or not, I can appreciate those differences for just what they are, which is differences. This is the inner nature of diversity and inclusion. This is what the deeper teaching is. When we can sit back and celebrate our own inner diversity, integrating the parts of ourselves, integrating the shadow aspects of ourselves, it makes it much easier to then gift that to others, for others to feel less judgment in your presence, to feel safe, to be free, just to be who they are. For each and every one is a type of unicorn, if you will. Some obviously make a little bit more noise than others. But the biggest teaching we encourage you to take away from this message is that everybody is unique and different, and there are no two souls the same. There are no two individuals the same. Therefore, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the diversity. That's why you came here. That's why you decided to come to this earthly plane. Variety is the spice of life, is it not? Enjoy the variety. Have a sense of humor at times. As our channel often says, it takes all kinds to make the world go round. And this is true. It is a practice to embrace the diversity in self and to witness the diversity in others, in the diversity of their character and their nature and their personalities. But it truly does take all kinds to make the world go round. And not all kinds will be your kind, and that's okay. We encourage you to come with reverence and respect for someone's path, no matter how different it might look and appear to yours. No matter if you see from the eyes of your own spiritual ego how they might be making a mistake. But we all know there are no such thing as mistakes. Everything is deliberate in this creation. Yes, you have free choice and free will, but even that is part of the code, if you will. So we encourage you to lean back, to have some fun, to rejoice in this magical, mystical, weird life of being human in your temporal earthly plane. For we know it is a very strange experience, but there is so much wonder and awe to be imbibed. There is so much curiosity to still embody and receive. So have the courage to be curious. Pray and ask for courage to come in and change you, to change your heart, to change your mind. Be curious. Seek to understand, not to be understood. Be curious. Stay curious. Stay noble. Stay strong. Stay weird. For these are the common traits that brings humanity together, does it not? And when we say be strong, is a reference to being strong in your vulnerability. For that is where this true strength lives. Vulnerability is the key to awakening. Vulnerability is a deeper expression of the trust and faith you put in life, in others, and the divine in an existential way. So we encourage you, give it a try. Let us know in your beautiful comments here below this video how this resonates for you. We are connecting with the collective here. We can feel you, our channel can feel you. We thank you for being here. We thank you for co-creating these messages, this opportunity, this time on the planet with you. We are excited to bring the next chapters of the mission forward, to work closely with our channel, your channel too. Until next time, we send you so many blessings. The angels of blue and I. Hi, everybody. This is Serenity. What a beautiful blending that was for me. I hope it was for you too. Such an important message, excellent reminders. My guides have been working with me on this over the last 1 to 2 years, I would say, more profoundly. And I find it to be a great practice because it is a practice, because I too am on my human journey. And I have young adult children that are always teachers for me and encouraging me to, I should say, inviting me to remember everybody is different and unique, and nobody has to look like me or act like me or sound like me, even with my children. So I know those of you that are parents out there can probably resonate with this. Let's celebrate each other's differences. Let's celebrate each other's diversification in all of the manifestations that it shows. And I'll be curious to hear from you in the comments how this resonates for you, how this lands for you. Do you find it difficult? Where do you get triggered? Because I'm sure there are some triggers in certain character types, characteristics. As the angels and Mary were talking about certain characteristics in this part of history today that are showing up government and in politics, and creating what looks like and we perceive as havoc, and genocide and toxicity, which is really difficult to bear witness to. And I was having breakfast with a friend yesterday, and she's actually from Ukraine, and we were talking about how it'd been 3 years. Hard to believe it's been 3 years already. And she has family over there still. And she was talking about listening to a political party leader of one country, saying that now that the war in Ukraine is going to be blamed on President Zelensky, and this is why, because of his character traits. And she shared with me that she got so angry when she heard this. And she said, I just can't go there. I just get so angry. I want to kill them. And I said, yeah, but that's the problem. It's that you don't want to go there. I said, why don't you think about meeting that part of you that wants to kill them for killing, right? Because this is how it is. We want to kill people for killing because we're so angry and we're so upset. But instead of letting ourselves to feel that all the way through our systems and our nervous systems and our hearts, we rebuke it, we send it away, we go into prayer, we go into meditation, we want to do something positive, we basically spiritual bypass. So I said to her, when you allow that energy to come through and you put your hands on your heart and you say, I hear you, sister, I know exactly what you mean, I want to kill them too. There's no judgment, because we all have a quote unquote killer inside of us. But it's like the Native American story goes, you have two wolves inside of you, which one will you choose to feed? But if we acknowledge that we have that wolf inside of us without any judgment, and you love it unconditionally, that's how we alchemize and transmute the energy from the collective. So it's really important to add this new discipline onto your path of putting your hands over your heart whenever you feel contracted or really strong emotion and you know you want to shy away from it. And I trust that you have enough awareness to know when you want to shy away from it, and go into it and put your hand over your heart and sit and just say to yourself, I hear you, sister. I hear you, brother. I hear you, friend. I'm right there with you. I totally get and understand how you can feel so enraged, like you want to kill somebody, like you want to hurt something. I get it. And then you'll notice it gets easier, because some of the angst actually comes from repressing and suppressing those emotions and those feelings. So we just want to be free as humans, but we don't understand that part of that freedom and that feeling of being free comes from freeing ourselves. We've all put ourselves in a straitjacket, mostly thanks to religion, that has forced us into these spaces and places and programmed us over time, over thousands of years, that these negative emotions are not okay. And now we've fallen into this new age spiritual community, and I'm speaking very generally here because there's a lot of good that comes out of new age spirituality, but everything has a shadow side. And the shadow side is that, ooh, this doesn't feel good. It feels uncomfortable. I'm going to go around it. So it's important to sit and be present and don't try and change what you're feeling. And you can apply this even simply to the feeling of being bored, right? We don't like to be bored, and we've got these amazing technical devices in our hands at arm's reach, at arm's length, literally, to dispel us out of our boredom. Well, just be in the boredom. I challenge you to sit in your boredom. You can even start a timer and see how long it lasts. It doesn't. It just passes. So if we can do that with all of these other emotions as well, obviously we don't want to act out on them. And if we feel the impulse to act out on them, then that's a different story. And I suggest you seek therapy. But I think you understand and appreciate what I'm sharing is to just be present and love unconditionally all that is arising in you, because that is the path to freedom. That is the path to liberation. That is why these characters in the play of life are showing up. The medicine is in the poison. Whatever you resist and you contract and you dislike, go there. Walk through that fire, confront that shadow, and embrace it. Love it. Be kind to it. Show it compassion. Show it empathy. Show it understanding. All anybody wants in life is to be seen, heard, and understood, and it's no different from those shadow pieces inside of you. Those disassociated, fragmented pieces inside of you all want the same thing, to be seen and heard and understood. So start with self. Start practicing with self. Because then we can give away what we have. If I ask you for an orange and you don't have an orange, you can't give me an orange. If someone comes to you seeking empathy, compassion, understanding, if you can't give it to yourself, you can't give it to them, which conversely is the frustration of why we can't get compassion and empathy and understanding from others, is because they can't give it to themselves. We take it so personally, but again, if we have practiced compassion with ourselves, we can see so clearly, oh, they can't show that to me because they don't have it for themselves. So now I get to show compassion for them because I cannot imagine living a life that way. I know I certainly can, and this practice has deepened within myself, and I do feel a lot of compassion for people who can't or don't know how to go there yet, or haven't been guided to, or it's just not their time. But I don't pity them because I trust everyone's path and I don't know everyone's spiritual curriculum. But I hope this resonates for you. Please share with me in the comments if it does. And I wish you all a beautiful day within, so you can be blessed with a beautiful day without. Until next time. Thank you for being here, everybody, and welcome to the channel. If you are new, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the sections below how you are feeling about things. Share with others, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments as well. It's a pleasure to have you here and to co-create this new community with all of you. I look forward to connecting soon. Much love.